Hello, this is Annalisa from Faith Dream Create, and welcome back to my channel. As promised, I have another card with the Robot Blueprints stamp set from Holtz, and then I will be using the bold text one die for the sentiment. So I am just picking the robot that I wanted to use. It was so hard to just pick one or two. So this stamp will be coming out again to create more because I want to use all of the robots. So I decide to go with this gear robot, and I'm going to be creating a happy birthday card. So stay with me and see the process. So I'm just stamping this out in Memento Tuxedo black ink. And then I'm going to come back in after I clean it off with some Simon Says Stamp clear embossing ink so that I can add some clear embossing powder to this and heat set that and give me that outline that is raised and shiny. And this is going to help with the watercoloring that I am doing. So I have been doing very similar methods on my channel recently. This used to be how I created a lot of my cards. This is like my favorite way of creating cards, is watercoloring them either with the embossing powder or without. And I have not done this for a while, so it has been so fun to sit back, relax, and watercolor some fun images. So once that was all heat set, I moved on to the sentiment, and I am going to run this through my Sizzix Sidekick machine and I get the sentiment going. I love that these dies fit right through the Sizzix Sidekick machine. I can do all my die cutting right on my desk in a small way. So getting the letters into place, and I'm going to be using the cutout part as a template to get them on straight. And I'm using the Nuvo Deluxe glue to adhere these into place. And I don't end up putting the 2U in the set. So I put those off to the side and I can use them on another project, mix and match some of the letters from the set. And you would have seen that in the previous video that I did. I ended up using the U from this. So save your extra letters, and you can definitely use the negative space in a card as well. If you save the little inserts for the D and the R and the A, you can put it all back together and save your scraps and get 2 cards for 1. So getting the letters into place, and then I'm going to go ahead and get to the coloring, add some fun elements in, and finish this card off. So if you are wondering any of the supplies that I'm using, all of the supplies will be listed down below in the description box. If you want a closer look at the supplies, you can check them out there, and yes. And thank you so much for being here. I hope you are inspired during this video. If you are not a subscriber yet, I would love it for you to subscribe. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing and coming back. I hope you are inspired as well. I appreciate each of you so much, and it is really, really fun to be able to share what I love to do with you. So here I am watercoloring with my Distress Ink minis. I'm just taking the ink and smushing it onto my glass mat, and I'm using the Holtz fine detail water brush, and I am loving it. It is new to me. I love how detailed it is, and I'm just using that brush and grabbing the ink off of the glass mat, and I am getting it done. So I just did a few different shades of gray for this robot. He is a metal robot, very, very simple. And then I'm going to go ahead and add another color in here as well to finish up the card. So I'm going to have a blue background, and I'm just adding that in over the details of the blueprint stamp and bringing in different layers and getting it done, enjoying the process of watercoloring and seeing the card come together. So if I have not been posting regularly, it's because we are super tired over here. We are wrapping up our homeschool year. I'm also a homeschooling mom to 3 kids when I am not crafting. And this has been the busiest month for us, the end of April and like all of May. So I am excited for May to be ending. It was a great month, but so full and tiring. So June is going to slow down a little bit as we finish up our homeschool and we just aren't so busy on the weekends. And it'll be nice. And hopefully I can get some more crafting time and relax in my craft room, do some more watercoloring, and bring you more content. I do have some more videos ready to go, but yes, it has been busy. What do you do when you are not crafting? What do you do for a job, or what do you enjoy? What are some of your other hobbies besides card making and art? I would love to know, so let me know down below in the comments what you love to do when you are not crafting, or what keeps you busy when you are not crafting. Alright, so at first I was going to just do the blue at the top, but you will see I do come back in with the blue here in a little bit. But first I'm going to be adding some pops of color. This is a blue. I believe this is one of the newer ones. Adding some dots here and there to just add another element to this card. And then I will go ahead and flick it to make the dots more flat. And I really love how this looks. Brings another element and makes the robot stand out. And then I decided to come in with the blue and watercolor around the sentiment. So I did this slowly because I did not want the paper from the sentiment to get warped or soggy, and I wasn't sure if the glue was completely dry yet, and I obviously didn't want to smudge any of the pops of color that I just put down because those were not dry yet. So when you do add the details, be careful because you do not want to wreck what you've already done or smudge it. Just take it slow and have fun with the process. So once I was happy with the watercoloring and all of the layers of this, I am going to finish up this card real quick, and voila, I have a happy birthday sentiment and a happy birthday card. But yes, I added some more of the pops of color to the bottom and flick them, and then that finishes up the card. So thank you so much for watching today's video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. I'd love to have you join me here on my crafting journey as I share what I love to do with you and hopefully inspire you along the way. And I also just added some ink around the edges. Totally forgot about that step. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.